Hi, this is Coach Dan from Advanced Softball Training. We've talked about grip and the different ways to hold the bat, and now we're going to talk about the next big question: where do I stand in the batter's box? Well, we get that question a lot, and there are some rules. There's a painted line, which I've just kind of dug in here. It's called the batter's box, and as long as you have, depends on the league, check your local rules for whatever it is, but generally speaking, as long as you make impact and you have 1 foot in front, inside the box, when you're making contact, the umpires will let that go. Now, I've asked pitchers, who's the easiest, when somebody steps up to the plate, what's an easy out for you? And they said, the guy that stands right tight to the plate. And I said, why is that? And they said, because if they pitch it right inside, how are they going to hit it? They basically, the defense knows that the only way for you to hit that ball, it being a strike, and I'll just bring a ball in here, for example. So this ball is on a downward trajectory, it's going to hit the plate. I'm standing right here, right tight to the plate. How am I going to hit that? As you can see with my extended hands, it's going to hit my knuckles. So the only way for me to hit this ball fairly is to hit it earlier. Okay, yeah, I can hit that ball now, but it's not going anywhere on this side of the diamond at all. It's a small window here. They can stack a defense against you. The pitcher, if he sees you tight on top of the plate, he's going to pitch you. He's going to pitch you high and inside, and that's a very tough pitch to hit. So I asked the pitchers, well, what's the most difficult guy for you to see in the batter's box? And they said this. They said somebody who is not tight to the plate, somebody who's off, and they're about in the middle of the batter's box space that they have. This gives you a lot of room for your stride. So when you take your step, if it's an outside pitch, you can still stride towards the ball, or if it's an inside pitch, you can still hit it. If it's really inside, you can still hit it down the first baseline, but you're basically opening up your window, and it doesn't matter what they pitch you. Now by your stride, and we're going to talk more on that later, they can hit it. And what do I mean about stride? So let's take the ball, for example. So we're off the plate, towards the back. The pitcher, I like to prejudge the pitcher. Is he pitching, when he pitches, is he more deep or is he more short? And that'll affect where I stand. If he's a pitcher and he's missing the plate in his warm-ups and it's missing the back of the plate, hitting the back of the plate, I'm going to back up as far as I can. If he's throwing flat, short pitches, I'm going to stand right at the front of the box. I'll stand outside the box, in fact, to get something that I can drive. That's a low flat pitch that if I was deep in the box, I'd have to golf swing it. Does this make sense? So by standing in a neutral spot in the batter's box, it allows you obviously to hit something down the middle. It allows you to hit a ball outside, and it allows you to hit a ball inside. Now when you're doing batting practice, what you should do is you should see a semicircle here by your front plant foot. So, and we're going to talk more in depth about this later, but when you're swinging, this front toe is going to point where the ball is going to go. So if that pitcher is trying to jam you inside, you're going to put your toe and you can put everything that way. If that pitch is maybe a little bit low and away, maybe the defense is cheating you on the backside, you have it all covered.